Getting ready to do video 2 on the Tamiya 132nd F-15E Strike Eagle. This kit, it's got a lot of nice detail. Took me a week or so to detail and do all the stuff to the cockpit. Instead of doing a bunch of steps, what I did is put it together, and as I talk through it, we'll get the images and the before and after stuff and show you what it looked like. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to start from the outside, work my way in, and go from there. And at the end, let you see how it all looks. One thing about it is this kit, you got to put feet by feet together, because it has a lot of screws that holds it together, and you'll see as we go along. So anyway, let me drop the camera down and we'll get started with it. As you can see, we've got the complete kit done. We're going to do start from the outside, the cockpit wall. Now, we haven't put everything together because I still have to bolt it with the bolts and the screws that they send you to the other half, and I don't want a bunch of pieces I could hit and knock off. So outside, what we did is both sides, we went ahead and gave them a primer. Then what we did was we're using a dark gray and painted the inside. On the inside of both sides, you see, we did a dry brush to bring out the detail on the control panels. On the front here, we don't have it. We have the piece here that goes on here, but this is the other piece. Not putting it on there yet, and the nose is not completely fastened yet. Gives you two options. You can have it in the open position or the closed position, and I haven't decided on it yet. As you can see here, what we did is we went inside there and we primered it first. Then we hit it with a white color. Then we detailed some of the stuff, i.e. the cables and all the points like that. Then we did a wash on the inside to bring out the stuff. After that wash, then we let our last touch up a panel line. I wanted to give it the wear look. On the landing gears, we got our landing gears done. First thing we did is primer them and then did them in white, and then did a panel wash to them, and then like everything else, we did a coat and clear coat to them. Clear coat I use is a Pledge 4 wax. Everybody has their own different ones they do. Going to the inside now of the cockpit. As you can see, you can't see a lot of it because it's closed up. That's a shame. It's a nice kit, and a lot of wasted stuff once you put it together. But anyway, what we did is we started with the cockpit base, primered it in black, and then went back and touched up with the gray for our panel areas. The control panels, we left them all black and went back and dry brushed to bring the highlights out in them. Then going to the instrument panels, what we did there is the same thing, pretty much a base color primer, and then went back and detailed it. Took a dry brush and touched up all of it to bring out the bolts and knobs, the highlighted areas. From there, we'll go to the seats. The seats we did, they were primered, hand painted, And then I went back to the dry brush to give it touch up around the outside of it and let it bring out some of the small detail in them. The pilots, I did my pilot with the hand up. You can do it in two different ways, the hand down or whatever. We did a primer. We did a light gray primer instead of a black primer on the pilots. For the simple reason, we would be using different colors. And I didn't want to have, with black, it's hard to use some of the colors. And then what we did is we touched up, we did the uniform, then we did the vest and the helmets and so on. Once we were done with that, I did a clear coat on them, and we go ahead and hit it with a dry brush to bring out the detail in the pilots. On the inside, what I wanted to do was I wanted to add some LED lights. So what we had to do is in our cockpit area on the sides, we had a space from where the instrument panels overlapped away from the cockpit out to the wall. So at that point, I put in LED lights. Now with the LED lights, the problem I was having, we had to find places to set them in there. So what I did is, if you look behind the pilot on the back, you got two slots that sit down in there, and I chose to put them down inside there. On the front, I didn't really have anywhere to put them because there was nothing there. So what I did, I cut me a piece of styrene sheet, 0.2 sheet, glued it in there, colored it black, so to keep the bleeding from the lights, and then glued it down in there, fastened my LED to it. Once I did that, we went ahead and tested, and it turned out pretty good. On our landing gear, we added an LED light, ran it up through there into the cockpit area and out the back. Now, on the cockpit, you'll notice I don't have the cockpit on there. If you can see, as you can see here, the cockpit is done. Okay? We did touch up on the cockpit, detailed it and everything. It's done. But it fits on the piece. This is the piece here. And it fastens on the back of here of the, like that, which bolts to the rest of the aircraft. In the cockpit, the canopy fastens down in there like this. So that's why you don't see it on there yet. Once we did that, what we did is we went ahead and went over the whole thing and clear coated it, the outside, and then we went back and did panel line wash and cleaned it up. Left a little bit of the dirt look on there. I didn't want it to look shiny and everything. I left a little bit of dirt look on there. As you can tell, the tops and everything is done. Now on the instrument panels, we decided to use some of the stickers, and some of them we painted a color. LED lights, we used 3 small square Meg lights. On the back of the landing gear, we used a very tiny LED boost light. Then we had to use 4 resistors. If not, the power to the lights, the voltage would have blown them, so we used resistors. I put in resistors to control the voltage to the lights. On this piece here, you have a door that goes there, and we're going to get it put on. But it's going to be in the open position, and I don't want to put on and handling this and everything and knock all this stuff off. That's why you don't see it on there yet. What I wanted to show you, oh, the other thing is as we get going on this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber, and the like button, and you'll be getting notices of videos on this F-15 as we go along, and then you can keep up on it. On our lights here, I want to show you how it looks. We're running, like I said, 3 LEDs, and let's see what it looks like here. Now, this is just set up like this. Reason being, once we get to the other half, that's all this is going to fit into, which is going to be part of video 3. So you subscribe, you won't be missing on it. Just start putting this together here, the main body. And as you can tell, you have a lot of space in there. You have a lot of space in there. It's going to help for any control board you want to put in there or anything. I'm going to use that space for that, as you can see. But anyway, we're going to start working on that on video 3. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and you don't miss out on video 3 and the other videos coming with this. The part here that I was telling you about, that are fastened in the canopy fastens, it has to be put in there. And as you can see, you have screws that hold the cockpit into here first. Then you put this in there, and then we'll go from there. What I wanted to do now, we'll turn out the light and show you exactly how the LEDs look in here. Hang on a minute. As you can see, there's your cockpit lit up. Okay? And those are LED on the front, the back, and then to show you, there's your landing gear LED. Turn this on here, maybe it'll help you all. You can see it there. That's your landing gear LED. Inside here, as you can tell, it's all lit up. One thing I decided to do that I did was I went with blue, because I didn't want a big bright white coming out of in there, and I closed them down in there because I didn't want all this big light coming out of inside here. So as you can tell, that's what it looks like. The LEDs in there and the landing gear. One thing about it is, you can do this, but you have to take your time, because a lot of it is small parts in there. This part right here, in here, that comes out. Before you can put that in there, the screw that holds these two pieces together has to be put in there. The seats in the back have a nut and bolt that fastens right below the seats, that fastens your landing gear up in there. So you have to put that in there. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like I said, let's go ahead and, like I said, make sure you subscribe, follow up, and we're fixing to get into this on video 3. We've already gotten our engine burners already done. No, they're not done, excuse me. And we're getting ready to give it some additional stuff. Some of you go to ask. Yes, I plan on putting LED lights out on my wings. Okay, you can see up here you have a place right up in here for lights. Okay. Also, you have one in the back. We've started our ammunition for it, and might get it in the next video. I hope everybody's enjoyed this video. For you guys who are on my page and subscribers, thank you very much. For those of you who are not, I hope you hit that subscribe button and keep up with other videos. We're fixing to get started on video 3 now, and I hope to see everybody. Again, thank you, and do leave a comment. Remember, hit that subscribe button. Thank you.